Так, ну что же, всех с вами Досиком, с вами, блять, уже сразу заговариваюсь изначально. С вами Антосик, у нас это вновь гейщит импакт наш. Продолжаем херней заниматься. Кстати, я тут подумал, раз уж у нас в прошлом видео такая херня, произошло такое ебанутое достижение, что мы ебучую хуйню на чичу выбили повторно. Я тут подумал, надо бы сменить вот эту хуйню. Я просто бегаю с дефолтной вроде как. Ну, поставим чичу. Все, теперь чича это чича. Теперь, так. Не, хуил она так и будет называться. Мне похуй. Чтобы меня везде звали хуилы, поэтому окей. Что у нас по планам? Секунду. У нас по планам сюжетка дальше в Лью... Ой, блядь, не в Лью, в Инадзуму надо наконец-таки отправиться. Узнаете у Катерины о поездке в Инадзуму. И, наконец-таки, там это уже отправиться, потому что, сука, я еще в прошлом видео хотел это сделать, а по итогу... нихуя не отправились пока что у Катерины. У Катерины прям узнать. Ну, го, погнали, узнаем. Вот, я потому что реально, я такой сидел, думал, что еще вчера, ну не вчера, а в прошлом видео мы должны были сделать это, я уж что-то как-то прям понадеялся, что сейчас все успеем, сейчас будет все заебись, и т.д. и т.п. А по итогу правильно, что, ну, я затянул видос, а мы так и не попали в Инадзуму, ебаную. Окей, у нас получается, сейчас мы, я не знаю, насколько нам долго еще остается до самой этой ебучей Инадзумы. Инадзума. Кто, блядь, такое название придумал? Хотя Манштадт, Льюэ тоже не особо прям такие ебанутые названия. Ну да ладно. Катерина, блядь, здорово. Хули стоим, хули сидим. Как дела? Мы тут походим, ты не обращай внимания, давай. Типа, это не хочет. Ну давай.
What can I do for you, traveler?
Путешествуем в Инадзуму.
Yes. I've heard that you've already made arrangements with the captain of the Crux fleet regarding your passage to Inazuma. Is that correct? Now that I think about it, it's been quite some time since I last visited those lands. Unfortunately, I don't have any current intel that would be worth sharing with you.
There you are. You're the traveler that Beidou will be taking to Inazuma, right?
Я весь день тебя жду, вот и наши сведения.
Oh, is that right? Well, it's an honor to meet you. The fleet is nearly completed reprovisioning.
Почему у них такие имена хуйлун, блядь, я прочитал уже, пиздец. Так,
Captain Beidou sent me to come get you. We'll weigh anchor as soon as you're aboard.
Seems Beidou is the captain of her word.
Of course. There are many things that the captain insists upon. I'm sure you'll see for yourself once you're on board.
So you'll be heading off then? I suppose congratulations are in order. Whether the journey before you leads to the heights of the heavens or the depths of the abyss, each step you take is another achievement. Until we meet again, Ad Astra Abyssosque.
На вопрос, а ты как бы там будешь?
It's kind of hard to say goodbye now. We practically see each other every day.
Well, if that's how you feel, why not come and find me when you arrive? I'll be awaiting you on Narukami Island.
Ну да.
So there's another Catherine in Inazuma? See, there's no need to get all sappy now.
Well, I guess it's time for you to bid farewell to Liyue Harbor. Now that I've delivered my message, I'll be heading back. The ship is currently anchored off of Guyun Stone Forest.
Okay, thanks for coming all this way to let us know.
Just following orders. I'll see you two aboard the Alcor.
Так, ну что, том 2, глава 1, неизвестный. Так, новая глава. Ну что, погнали, получается. Поднимитесь на борт этой... К Бейду, короче, на борт нам нужно. Мы в прошлое... Я, кстати, знаете, я так и не понял. Я же как-то раз к ней поднимался, типа, на корабль уже. И мне кто-то хотел там вломить пизды за то, что я, типа, прилетел ни с того ни с сего. Мне, типа, сказали, что ты считаешь, что ты можешь, блядь, спокойно разгуливать тут по всяким местам и т.д. и т.п. Я такой, типа, извиняйте, съебался оттуда. И поэтому я до сих пор просто не пойму, у меня что-нибудь скажут про это все-таки, или так и забьют хер, то что, типа, ну прилетели и прилетели, похер, какая разница. Чё, бывает. Так, сейчас, секунду, я звук проверю, потому что буквально вот до этого сидел, катал, я подрубаю ОБС-ку и вижу, что звука нету. Я обосрался изначально. Вроде есть все хорошо, это главное. Так, поднимаемся, фестер, давай быстрее. Так, опять эта ебаная гора. Сука, второй раз на ней, блядь, попадаемся. И второй раз сейчас будет опять проблемы с ебучими магами. Это плохо, это нехорошо. Мне они поднадоели немножко там сидеть. Но что остается делать, я хз. Слайми там флексит. Тебе нормально, дружище? Не-не-не, давай ты сейчас не будешь. Ты на свое вот это. Иди мимо. Иди мимо. И ты тоже мимо. Я не хочу с вами сейчас связываться. Мне сейчас не до вас. Я, блядь, хочу в Инадзуму. Не знаю зачем. Но это как-никак новая локация. Это новые сундучки. Это новая всякая хуйня. Хотя я до сих пор так Ливе не зафармил. Да и гору тоже. Кстати, по горе надо будет видос потом сделать. Я там знаю, вроде как какую-то херню можно сделать непонятную. Вот. По ней надо будет все это сделать, подготовить и т.д. и т.п. И т.д. и т.п. и п.п. и т.д. И потом записать видос по тому, как я всю эту херню делаю. О, опять-таки можно спиздить, окей. Я прям повыше поднимусь, чтобы ко мне маги не лезли, эти бездны. А то реально задолбали, серьезно. Без шуток, они прям заебывают очень сильно. Я прям с самого верха. Я могу, кстати, геокул подобрать, но я сейчас не буду, потому что потом буду все это собирать вместе. А чё, а куда звук пропал, не понял. Могли бы хоть пришвартоваться, что ли, чтобы нас взять с собой, а тут они такие, а чё, сами прилетят, какая нам разница. Это вон там Инадзума, да, я правильно понимаю? Или там, или где? Так, это Бейдоу, доброе утро, как у вас дела, как ваша утречка? Я, кстати, к слову, изменил главного героя на Сахарозу, там можно было заметить. Она мне теперь как персонаж выбрана. Вот, это потому что я посмотрел, она, кстати, очень довольно неплохой перс такой, вроде ебашит нормально, поэтому я решил взять. Вот. Угу. А мы вроде... Мы там опоздали, в смысле? Мы не опоздали же. Вот, мы не опоздали.
We set sail for the land engulfed by storm and tempest, the nation of eternity.
Anchors away!
Угу. Чё, все, отправляемся наконец-таки. Только не говорите, что мне, получается, в прошлом видео не хватило буквально секундочки, чтобы отправиться. Блять, не видно, наверное, загрузку. Вот это, ну ладно. У меня мышка в загрузку превратилась. Угу. Ля, в натуре поплыли. О! Этот, как он? Блять, забыл. Зовут его. Кадзуха. Во, я запомнил, пиздец. Я в ахуе. Угу. Преодолев бушующий шторм, Алькор наконец прибывает в порт. Ну, допустим. То есть, а там никаких проблем, там же говорят, что вроде страна закрытая, не? Типа нормально? Сейчас, я так понимаю, нас прогружают, секундочку. А, ну то есть... Угу. Ага. Так, а... Страна же закрытая вроде как, нет? Я что-то, может, неправильно понимаю? А это кто?
Ahoy there.
А, это кто?
So, you finally made it. You sure kept me waiting, Captain.
Тома.
And it appears we have a couple of stowaways. Or perhaps I should say, honored guests.
Shush!
You can blame your almighty shogun. The tempests around Inazuma have been growing all the more fierce lately. Though the fleet was fully up to the challenge, the inclement weather still caused some delay. Now then, let me introduce everyone. This is Toma, a trade partner that I've gotten to know recently.
You don't know how long I've been waiting to see you.
Toma, these two are...
Oh, no need for introductions. Their reputation precedes them. It seems even the stormy seas can't keep rumors of these outlanders' sterling deeds at bay.
Oh, it's sure nice to hear you say that.
With any luck, it'll give you a head start here. Toma's resided on Rito for quite some time now. It wouldn't be going too far to say he's the fixer around these parts. If you run into any problems here, just talk to Toma. But if he tries to pull any moves on you, I'll be sure to deal with him personally the next time I'm around.
No need to worry. I'm sure we'll get along just fine.
Good. Then if it's all settled, I'll be going. I wouldn't want to be caught with my sails down here. I do have a wanted fugitive on board after all.
Блять, гениально.
Oh, right.
А, Казуха, точно. Я
Until
понял.
next time, traveler. Remember to give it your all, no matter what perilous storms you may encounter.
Fair seas, Captain Beidou. Bye-bye.
Так мы же можем тупахнуться в Лиюэ и в Манштат в любой момент, не? Ну ладно.
Now then, first things first. We need to go get you registered at the border checkpoint.
Paimon thought we were supposed to be keeping things on the down low. Are we just gonna walk into the government's hands?
Don't underestimate the reaches of the Sakoku decree. You wouldn't be able to avoid inspection even if you tried. So we have to play by the rules, even if we're kind of bending them.
Ну ладно. Так. Ну вот мы, собственно, и приплыли, получается. О, у меня там уже чекпоинт сразу, что ли, активировали, да? Я так понимаю. Секунду. Подождите. Гляну быстренько. Ой, это я... Нормально, окей. Так, ну это вот это самое, получается, Инадзума, которую мы хотели попасть. Блять, можно было, кстати, получается, и в прошлом видосе все-таки, наверное, сделать это. Ну ладно. Чича ёбнутая. Так вот, я про Сахарозу вот эту не договорил до этого. Там вкратце я решил ее добавить, потому что она тоже как-никак анема персонаж, из-за чего я такой, ну, чё, почему бы и нет. Так, это с вами? Да, с вами.
Hello? Please state your name, identity, and the purpose of your visit. Oh, except you, Toma. You must be new here. Excuse me? Please provide the information requested and also declare any goods you are carrying with you. Oh, well, I'm sorry. We cannot approve entry for purely personal reasons. So, unless you have a valid reason for visiting in accordance with the rules... My apologies, but I'll have to ask you to...
Here are the entry papers for your kind perusal.
What? Take your time. No rush or anything.
I just wanted to see what you'd say. Sorry about that.
I see. Okay. Your papers are all in order. Welcome to Rito.
So, where do we go next?
The Outlander Affairs Agency. They only check entry permits here. If you want to remain on Rito, there's a process you have to go through with them.
Sheesh. So it is super strict, just like everyone says.
Well, let's not forget that to everyday folk in Inazuma, people from everywhere else are referred to as outsiders. As the word suggests, Outlanders aren't very welcome in Inazuma with the Sakoku decree in force. Not even on Rito. where they've established an outsider settlement.
Так, даже если нам не рады, выбора у нас нет.
I like how you think. I've got a feeling we're going to get along very well. Now, let's head over to the Outlander Affairs Agency. Most of the current rules were put in place by the administration of Rito, the Kanjo Commission.
The Kanjo Commission?
Yes, one branch of the Tri-Commission of Inazuma, responsible for growing and managing the nation's wealth. You really haven't heard of it before?
Да нет. Как мы, блядь, могли вообще что-либо здесь слышать? Ой, там телепорт. Подожди, там чекпоинт. Это первым делом. Я не ебу, как мы потом сюда сможем иначе вернуться. Поэтому чекпоинт активировать это, ну... Это обязательно. Нам нужно, получается... Да, нам сюда куда-то надо. Что-то 2 чекпоинта прям поблизости, да? А, да тут... А, нет, тут много. Я думал, тут маловато как-то, а тут много-много. Ладно, окей. Ну, пошли посмотрим. Юрика. Ты кто? Че смотришь? Ага.
You've completed the entry procedures, yes? And now you want to apply for residency, both of you?
Да?
Yes, please.
Okay, the processing fee will be 2 million mora.
2 million? For a processing fee? Are you serious?
That's right. 1 million per applicant, which makes 2 million total. Don't worry, you can trust my math.
Paimon wasn't so much questioning your math as...
Ma'am, these two here are good friends of mine. I think you'll find I'm one face you recognize.
Ah, Mr. Toma, it's you. By way of courtesy, allow me to reduce it to 400,000 mora total.
Бля, что так много-то?
Thank you ever so much, Miss Eureka. But as this is just a processing fee, I think 600 mora should cover it if I'm paying on their behalf. I'll treat you to dinner too. How does that sound?
That's not how you haggle! By all means, bargain the price down, but...
All right then, as you wish, Mr. Toma. I will make a record.
Much obliged.
Так, прощение жительства. Так, да, вам держать без проблем, ага. Ну, то есть, типа, он тут свой, я так понимаю, да?
She went from 2 million down to 600? There's something seriously wrong with people's sense of finance around here!
Ага, кажется, дело здесь не в деньгах, но...
It's not as mind-boggling as you think. Processing fee is just a figure of speech. The way some here at the agency see it, the fees are easy money, so it becomes a question of how much they can make. So when the day comes that some poor merchant from overseas with more money than sense gets stuck here and needs to apply for residency...
Then they'll milk them for all they're worth!
Exactly. It's at times like this that having a local friend really comes in handy. Yes, but when you're an outlander in Inazuma, far from home in this closed nation era, there's very little that can be done about it.
Ну, по
The
сути,
most
да.
that overseas merchants can do to look after themselves is stick together. That's how the International Trade Association came about.
So it's a trade association built by and for Outlanders?
Yep. And as well as advancing commercial interests, the association provides help, support, and structure for Outlanders trying to survive on Rito. Essentially, it's an association devoted to both commercial excellence and survival skills.
Тогда как наставительство так все, наверное, кажется, все дальше и дальше.
Sounds like just staying alive is an achievement when you're an Outlander in Inazuma.
I see. So this is the real purpose of your trip. Yes, given that you are Outlanders, it's certainly a lofty aspiration. After all, the Raiden Shogun is the most exalted and revered one in all of Inazuma. She is a deity who reigns on high, while all other life gazes up in awe.
Даже если так, я все равно найду способ. Ага. Да, все это один тоже
I
делал.
was going to say nothing is set in stone when it comes to who you will encounter in this world. Who's to say you won't happen to run into the Raiden Shogun one day after lunch?
Uh-huh. And is that likely?
Okay, I'll give it to you straight. I know of a way to introduce you to the Raiden Shogun.
Ты кто вообще такой? Ты тут за все вообще шаришь, да, типа?
Fixer's better connected than we thought.
I mean, it will take all the resources I have at my disposal, but it can be done. However, before we get there, connections come at a high price, you understand?
Not you too.
No. In this instance, when I say price, I'm not talking about Mora. In fact, there's no real cost as such. It's just that if this is something you really want, you'll have to agree to help other people solve some of their problems first. I like to do things in a way that keeps everybody happy. It's my own personal rule for dealing with situations like this.
Sounds very reasonable to
Гонять какую-нибудь хуйню
You're the man
выполнять.
in
Так.
the middle, so you have to trade favors to keep everyone indebted to you.
Так, ну... И что у нас здесь?
Why do I get the feeling you're making me out to be some sort of crook? Never mind. Here's the situation. As I touched upon earlier, the members of the International Trade Association are constantly struggling to survive. Recently, things seem to have gotten more difficult than ever for them, so just go and check things out. See if there's any way you can help. The head of the association is called Carisio, and he's a good friend of mine. Go talk to him. I'll wait for you here.
Так, мы пошли. Так, обратитесь в международную торговую ассоциацию и знаете, что там, что-то там. Это ты? Вроде ты. Ты-ты-ты.
Hello there. You must be seeking refuge with the International Trade Association. The Outlander Affairs Agency took you for all you're worth, I suppose. Good. That's a relief. You need to be careful, or you'll find yourself losing your savings all at once.
We heard the association has been having some difficulties lately. Is that true?
Yes. Left, right, and center. Obstacles at every turn. But that's nothing new for us.
The Sakoku decree certainly makes things difficult for anyone who wants to come here from overseas.
But it's not the root cause of our woes. The Sakoku decree might restrict our scope of activity, but in and of itself, it doesn't stop us from being able to enjoy a comfortable existence. No. What's really squeezing us Outlander merchants dry is those Mora grubbers from the Kanjo Commission.
Oh, of the 3 commissions, that's the one that oversees everything on Rito, isn't it?
That's right. They impose astronomical tax rate, unbelievable regulations, and that's not the worst of it. They just issued a new tax decree recently that, for some reason, completely changes the way we pay our taxes. It used to be Mora, but now it's something called Crystal Marrow.
Чего, блядь?
Crystal Marrow. What's that?
Хороший вопрос.
Something that most of us in the association had never heard of before either, until the new decree came along. Eventually, one of the older Liyue merchants recalled that he once shipped a batch of it to Snezhnaya in his youth. So, in order to pay our taxes, we began an arduous search for this crystal marrow. But then we found we'd only managed to create a bigger problem for ourselves. The rising demand for crystal marrow drove the price higher and higher.
Опять снижай, опять эта дура, что ли?
Now there's only one vendor who even has it in stock. We can't get a hold of it anywhere else.
Isn't that what they call
Ладно.
monopoly?
Exactly. So this vendor keeps pushing the price up, and we have no choice but to buy from them because the tax decree forces us to. It's a vicious cycle, the consequence of which is that our taxes will soon exceed our profits. And once that happens... We've tried communicating with the Commission directly, but this is a nation where the cries of a few struggling merchants will never be heard over the ever-present roar of thunder. Fontaine, my dear homeland. I miss you an awful lot at the moment.
Sounds awful. They're really bleeding them dry. What do you think we should do?
Так, всем силам попробуем говорить камешканзе, тут торгуется, похоже.
But Carisu's the head of the association. association, and even he hasn't had any luck.
Мы их можем
Not to
отпиздить, в
mention,
принципе,
we're Outlanders too.
как вариант. Ага.
Right. And besides, I think this may well be the fate they've ordained for us.
Okay. Well, we could try
Блядь, удивляюсь, как постоянно эта игра переходит из ебанутого какого-то не пойми какого жанра в детективы, нахуй.
I've actually done business with him in the past, but after
Ну
a
как
point he
детективы,
stopped
такие.
contacting us.
Банальные,
no
простые,
idea
ну,
where he
можно
sources
сказать и
this
так.
stuff.
То мы что-то кого-то выискиваем, что-то ищем. То-то мы вот тут опять какую-то секретную загадку решаем. То-то мы тут...
We could go talk to him.
Сука, блядь,
see if he wants anything
проблема
flip.
глобального
That's a pretty
масштаба
good
решаем.
idea.
Это пиздец.
Since
Так.
you're not affiliated with the association and you're new to Rito, he may just let his guard down. If I remember correctly, our usual meeting point with him is under a tree by the coast in the residential district. See if you can find him there.
Got it. We're on the case.
Так, ну поперлись. Да, как-то тут все выглядит пока непонятно, непривычно. Прям по-новенькому.
I'm fine.
А, это ты?
Not
Тот самый
scared.
уебок, который кристаллы продает, да? Нет? Ты? Не ты?
I don't think I recognize you. Are you new arrivals?
Мгм.
Haha, very funny. Real fixers don't need to refer to themselves that way. I wasn't born yesterday, you know. So, what do you need with me?
Так.
The sheer nerve. You don't go around asking questions like that. If I gave you my sources, I might as well hand you the whole darn business. Trade secret. Got it? You know what trade and secret mean, right?
This guy's got a bad attitude.
Are you even buying? Oh, I see what's going on here. Karisu and his associates sent you here to try and plead their case, didn't they? They're wasting their time.
Айман, давай
The
его
price is
отпиздим. Просто возьмем и
non-negotiable, not
отпиздим,
by
как
a
тебе
single
вариант.
Mora.
Hey, what's your problem?
Get out of here, go on. Tell them they're lucky to be buying from me in the first place, and they ought to be more grateful. If it weren't for me, they'd be in seriously hot water.
What are we gonna do? There's no talking to this guy.
Так.
Good idea. Let's check back in with him.
С кем? Стоп, секунду. С... Просить Тома оказать вам... Ну, блин, ну, Тома, ну, мы можем ему спокойно по жопе дать, и все, он, блядь, испугается уже. Ну, ладно, пойдем с этим Томом разговаривать. Стоп, с этим Томой... Я не знаю, как его называть правильнее, потому что Тома... Тома. Ну, он Тома, не Том, а Тома. Ну, ладно.
That was quick. You resolved it already?
Нет.
Actually, we're having a little trouble.
No? Well, by all means, tell me what you need. I'll help as much as I can. Getting you to go fixing things when you've only just arrived is quite a demand.
Так, здесь что-нибудь.
Oh, that guy? I'm familiar. He used to be a bit of a sorry sight, selling shells that he'd collect on the beach just to get by, but he seems to have suddenly shot up in the world recently. I can only assume he must have found himself a patron after leaving the International Trade Association.
Huh. You're saying he used to be a member of the International Trade Association? So he's an Outlander too?
Yes. Couldn't you tell when you spoke to him?
Так.
That's right. Werner was born in Mondstadt, then went into the shipping business, trading between Leah and Inazuma. When Inazuma closed to the outside world, he was one of a group of Outlanders that ended up stranded on Rito.
What a bummer.
The International Trade Association was initially very generous to him, but over time, with decree after decree, the association members found it increasingly difficult to make ends meet.
So he left the association and turned his back on them.
I'm sure it's more nuanced than that. I believe even the most ungrateful and cold-hearted of people still have some amount of gratitude and warmth left in them somewhere.
Really? Is that all you need to know?
Well then, it sounds like you may have found a way in with him.
Ну, блин, ну отпиздить его надо просто и все. Ну, блин, ну... Опять поговорили. Сука. Вот какие действуют? Не, ну так интересно. Дайте ему по жопе сказать это, снижать цены, заебал. И все.
What are you doing back here? Just because I got plenty of time on my hands doesn't mean I want to waste any of it talking to you.
Так, я как раз воду.
Huh? Where's this coming from?
Какой хорошо.
Mondstadt? You were talking about Mondstadt.
Ой, я забыл. Тихо. Что? Выберите подходящие предметы. Ну, на нюхни одуванчик.
Goodness, I can sense it now. So familiar, but I can't remember the last time I was there.
Да, блять, я забываю. Я
The
сижу
scent
такой.
of Mondstadt. Oh, how it takes me back.
Ага.
Oh, my hometown, the home of freedom. How I long to go back and visit.
It's working!
So, trying to play my heartstrings like a liar, are you? I know what you're up to. Huh? What is this? What are you up to now?
Just close your eyes already!
You mean the sound of the ocean? Leah Harbor. I can see it so clearly. And the sound of the waves, the calls of the merchants. Xiao lanterns. I'm right there at the lantern right. Oh, look at them floating up into the sky.
This guy has a really active imagination. Either that or he really does miss Liyue Harbor.
Liyue.
Ну, блин, ну, нам что, ему отдавать что-то опять? Цветок занеси. Я даже не знаю, ну, давайте цветок ему отдадим. Так уж и быть, ладно, на, держи.
Wait. Stop. That's enough. Don't make me relive it anymore. My poor heart can't take it.
Нихуя вы, конечно, хитрые. Я-то думал, типа, отпиздить его, а вы, блядь, ему сразу сердечный приступ. Держи. Здесь много твоих товарищей по несчастью, тебя много... Так, ага.
You mean the folks from the International Trade Association? And I suppose they are far from home, just like me.
Ага.
Often, I'll sneak down to the shore at night and listen to the sound of the waves. I like to imagine it's the voice of my hometown, carried across the ocean. I've run into folks from the association more than a few times doing just that, but I always hide my face and slip away. Don't you think I've wanted to talk things through with them and free myself from this anguish?
Well, no one's stopping you, so...
They're so resilient. None of them had anyone else to rely on, so they rallied together, committed to finding a way to survive. But I couldn't do it. I'm not strong enough. So I caved. Those people, they'd make the smallest of promises, offer the most measly benefits, and I'd do whatever they asked of me. And make Mondstadters look like the worst people in the world. Alright, I'll tell you the whole story. It's eating me up inside, and I can't take it anymore.
You ready to talk now?
Так, мне нужно защитить тебя, иди выпей со своими друзьями.
But I betrayed them. I can't show my face there.
Ой, ну у нас тут все добрые и позитивные, поэтому это...
Look, you
Помиришься.
messed up, but now it's time to make things right. So come on, get it off your chest. What's the deal here?
It's a scheme by the tax collection Ashigaru, Keijiro and his companions. They start by overtaxing the merchants, then take the extra crystal marrow they receive and stockpile it. Once the merchants run out of places to buy crystal marrow, they get me to sell that extra stock back to the merchants at an extortionate price, with the proceeds going to the tax collection Ashigaru.
It's plain evil gouging them like this.
I'm their puppet, yes. But my cut is a tiny fraction of what we take in total. It's barely enough for me to live on.
Нам нужно доказательства.
Evidence? You're right. Without conclusive evidence, he will never admit it. Now that I think about it, whenever I report back to him after a sale, he always heads to the same place. It's always made me suspicious. As it happens, I handed some Mora over to him not long ago. I can show you where he went if you want.
Really? Well, then there's no time to lose. Let's go.
Так, ну погнали, может сейчас хоть кого-нибудь отпиздим все-таки. Ладно, окей, тут нам повезло. Челик мирным оказался. Дружелюбно, позитивно. Но так. Допустим.
Faster? Okay, faster.
А что если никаких цветочков там не было бы? Все в этом духе, а?
It's him.
Это вот этот мужик в шляпке. Окей, так, побежали. О!
Come out, I can see you. Who are you? Why are you following me?
Uh-oh. Seems like he's noticed us.
Это я типа просрал, я понял, извиняюсь, не подумал. Все, хорошо, нам нужно типа беспалевно.
Keijiro, it's him.
After him.
Ага, окей, все, тихонечко, значит, тихонечко. Гуляем. Так, ну ты не обращай внимания, дружище, мы тут просто гуляем сами, да? Мы за тобой никак не следим, мы за тобой ничего не делаем. Ну, мы вообще, ну, типа так, идем просто. Блять, быстрей! Так, стоп, тихо. Спалит, не спалит?
Now, who else is behind on payments? Let me think. Yes, the trade association clique still needs to be brought into line.
Угу. Нихуя побежал. Ебать, это что, так можно было?
What was that sound?
Это ничего не за звук.
Quiet! Don't let him find us.
Must be hearing things. Drat, I'm behind schedule. I need to hurry.
He's getting further and further away. Let's catch up a little.
Блять, поднимайся, давай, дура, быстрей! Мы что, просрали? Че меня зависло? Почему зависло? Игра.
Where'd he go? He
Мэй.
was right there a moment ago. Seems he disappeared in a blink of an eye.
А у меня сейчас только что игра прям зависла.
Only we made less noise.
Так, найдите следы. Так что, опять по новой? Ну, блядь. Я понял, окей, это я что-то... У меня зависла игра, я что, при чем тут вообще? Я ничего не знаю, ничего не видел, ничего не в курсе. Не мои проблемы, это, блядь, ну, серьезно, тупо как-то вышло. Ну, тут, по крайней мере, стелс, прям стелс, да, типа, нужно поаккуратнее быть на максимальном похуй не получится. На ходьбу переходим. Я только не пойму... Тихо, тихонечко. Это так, незаметно, типа. Оп, незаметно. Оп. Блять, хуило быстрей. Оп, вниз, молодец.
Ryoko, how's business?
All the better thanks to your generous patronage.
Good. Thankfully, I earn plenty these days.
Угу.
Oh, but of course, tax collection is difficult work.
Незаметно, незаметно. Стелс.
Now, who else is behind on payments? Let me think.
Ничего, не обращай внимания.
Yes, the
Нормально.
trade
Я камень.
association clique still needs to be brought into line.
Я камень. Тихо, кто побежал? Подожди, стой.
What was that sound?
Quiet! Don't let him find us!
Must be hearing things. Drat, I'm behind schedule. I need to hurry.
He's getting further and further away! Let's catch up a little.
Побежали. Бежим. Тихо. Да что мне тут начинает лагать? Успокойся, игра. А, нет, все нормально, мы добежали просто. Закладки делаем. Понятно, все. Вообще вопрос хороший. Словно мы вообще знаем это место. Ай, так, окей, пошли. Найди доказательства вины Кейдзиру. А в чем у него вина? В том, что он типа пиздит что-то. Камушки. Угу. Так, тебя только...
Let me take a look here. Aha, yes! This is what we're looking for. A clear and complete record of every single transaction, each one proof of his guilt.
Great! Well, now we have our hard evidence. Let's go.
Нахера книжку где-то закапывать? А как, почему не с собой ее таскать?
I'll say goodbye to you here then.
Huh? You aren't gonna come with us?
I need a little more time before I'm ready to face the head of the association. I'm sorry.
Huh. Poor Werner's a pretty awkward guy, huh?
Так, расскажите торговой ассоциации о том, что произошло на самом деле. А что на самом деле произошло? Ладно, шучу. Так, ну, блин, нам бы пора заканчивать уже. Не хочу видео затягивать все-таки. Мы тут вроде как все это. Того все.
We really don't have anything left. If this keeps up, our sales will come in at a loss. There'll be nothing left for us to do but starve.
You know the decree. The rules are the rules. No discounts, no exceptions, and no excuses.
Это ты тут нарушаешь закон. Ага, все.
Another new member of the association?
It just so happens that we found your little ledger, so now we're here to tell everyone all about how you embezzled crystal marrow to sell it right back to the taxpayers.
Huh? Is this true? You've been swindling us.
Well, you see, the taxes,
Let me take a look at the ledger. Well, would you look at that? Every payment the association has made is right here in your personal ledger. So, Mr. Keijiro, it seems you have some explaining to do. How shall we settle this,
So you think you can use this against me, do you? It's quite obvious that I'm merely trying to earn a modest living for myself, like anyone else.
Word has it that Samurai and the Commission place great importance on reputation and prestige. Though I'm sure Commission members won't blame you once word gets out.
Huh? Is that a threat? Are you threatening me?
No, not at all. I'm simply stating that it would be quite a pity if an illustrious gentleman such as yourself were to have their reputation tarnished.
Well, even if what you say is true, what do you suggest we do about it?
I believe you still have a quantity of crystal marrow in your possession, correct? Perhaps that crystal marrow could be used as compensation for the recent tax hike, and us merchants could finally have some more breathing room.
Is that it?
Oh, do you have any
Что-то как-то
idea the
маловато.
hoops I had to jump through to get the crystal marrow and keep it hidden? Fine. In that case, I'll
Чё
send it
постные
over to
мозги?
you
Что за
today.
хуйня? В смысле?
And not even an ounce of shame for his actions.
So that's it? My shop's been closed for weeks now. I've even had to ask my friends to help bail me out. What about my losses?
А ты кто?
Come on, Harrison. We've already struck a good deal here.
I'm sick of being pushed around like this. I won't let him off so easily.
Harrison!
Hey, what's all this racket? Does someone dare question the decree?
Ah, Chief, you've arrived.
What was all the commotion I heard just now?
Oh, we were just discussing a minor tax issue. I do my utmost to lend them a helping hand, but they're never
Да,
grateful.
блядь, его только что за жопу поймали, а он все равно
The only
выебывается.
thing you're doing is stuffing your greedy pockets with our hard-earned wealth. I assure you that Hirage Shinsuke will hear of this.
Oh, and you dare to utter the Commissioner's name. You Outlanders have no respect for the rules. Seize the merchants. We will resolve this dispute back at headquarters.
Uh-oh. This is going in a bad direction.
Gentlemen, come now. Is there any need for this? If there's a dispute to resolve, let's get a drink and talk it over.
Who are you supposed to be? And why in my right mind would I join you for a drink?
You never heard of the Fixer?
Так.
Here's my card.
Huh. You're from the Yashiro Commission.
Shh.
Huh. Well, this is Kanjo Commission territory. However powerful the Yashiro Commission may be, you have no business meddling in Rito's affairs.
Of course not, of course not. Still, perhaps you could show the young lady...
Чего?
of our clan some courtesy. You wouldn't want your name showing up in a petition to the Shogun, would you?
А что сейчас
That
было?
fan, the Shirasagi Himegimi.
А,
I don't need any trouble with her. Okay, let's forget all this. It'll give us one
верю,
less thing
испугались.
to worry about.
But,
Ну ладно.
Chief!
Enough! We're leaving.
Let's get dinner one day soon, gentlemen. My treat, I insist. No response, huh? I suppose that bridge is well and truly burned then.
Thank you so much, Toma. But I'm sorry your relationship with the Kanjo Commission had to suffer for our sake.
Hey, I was joking. It's a small price to pay, and you're more than welcome. If there's anyone you should be thanking, it's the Traveler. She's the one who found a way to turn things around. If nothing else, I'm sure the tax collection Ashigaru will tread a little more carefully in the future.
Toma, what was all that?
Shh, not here. Too many people listening. Let's move somewhere else.
Так, вот только мне интересно, смогу ли я шляться дальше, пока мы тут со всеми этими проблемами не разберемся. Ну давайте поговорим с ним.
Corruption seems rife in the Kanjo Commission. They truly are rotten to the core. All right. Time for me to answer your questions. What would you like to know?
Так, окей.
Straight to the point. Let me reintroduce myself. I belong to the Kamisato clan of the Yashiro Commission on Narukami Island. I'm an attendant of the Shirasagi Himegimi.
You've been keeping your true identity a secret from us this whole time?
То есть он все-таки важная шишка какая-то, да?
Commission. Guessing that's another branch of the Tri-Commission?
Correct. The Kamisato clan is the head of the Yashiro Commission, who manage ceremonial and cultural affairs. I'd go into more detail on what exactly that covers, but I'm not even sure myself. I'm just someone who was fortunate enough to be taken in by the Kamisato clan. My role is to take care of the daughter of the clan, Kamisato Ayaka, also known as the Shirasagi Himegimi.
Seems like she must be super famous in Inazuma, given the reaction of those guys just now.
Oh, most definitely. She's graceful, dignified, and kind-hearted too. The people of Inazuma quite adore Miss Kamisato. Her fame even somewhat eclipses that of her older brother, Kamisato Ayato, despite the fact that he's the current head of the clan. I suppose those who treat others with compassion earn themselves the same treatment in return. Miss Kamisato's situation certainly seems to attest to that. Take me, for example. I'm just an attendant, and yet she treats me as an equal, as she would a friend. You're asking the right questions, and to be honest, I don't want to keep you in the dark any more than is necessary. Firstly, you should know that being a fixer is not something you can fake. I spent the better part of a month tirelessly building up a network of relationships on the island, and I got to know Captain Beto during that time too.
Still pretty good going for just a month's work.
Well, maybe I have a slight knack for schmoozery, but the main thing was I had to make sure I'd be in time to receive you when you arrived. Inazuma may have closed off to the outside world, but that hasn't stopped a lot of people from hearing about your feats in Mondstadt and Liyue. So, when Miss Kamisato heard of your intention to come to Inazuma, she began looking forward to your arrival with great anticipation. She's excited to find out whether the rumors are true. That is, that you have what it takes to change the tide of the times.
Change the tide of the times?
In the test I gave you earlier, although there were a few hiccups at the end, it was you who found the way to turn the situation around. Navigating powerful people, using their character flaws to your advantage. It's just what Miss Kamisato had hoped to see. With your help, even the Vision Hunt decree.
Так, ну... опять, блядь, про глаза все.
That's an unexpected development. Perhaps our sources were misleading. Yes.
Ну, может, поможем заодно.
I completely
Нам
understand.
тут как-никак
As agreed,
хлопанули,
I shall
там
help
все
set that
дела.
up for you.
Хотя мы, в принципе, так поможем, скорее всего. Да ладно.
Sure didn't put up much of a fight.
Well, my work on Rito is done. So I suppose this is goodbye for now.
А, то есть мы можем
one
спокойно
more
погулять,
thing.
да?
This invitation letter is for you. When you get to Narukami Island, you can find me at the Komori Tea House, as per the letter. Good luck with everything. See you soon.
И попиздовал довольный.
Guy, huh? We should get going.
Так, какая проблема?
What's up?
Да даже у меня тоже это... Иностранцам нельзя покидать территорию.
Right. Paimon forgot all about that.
Но мы можем втихаря съебаться.
So, did Toma forget that too?
Да, это испытание понятно.
Darn it! No wonder he was so matter-of-fact about the whole thing. As soon as we get off Ritu, Paimon's going straight to Komori Tea House to settle the score. Well, guess we should give it a try. Let's head to the border and see how far we get.
Бра, ну надо посмотреть все-таки. Я не могу, блин, оставить это пока что так. У нас по сюжетке прям двигают. Говорят, типа, это, ну, двигайтесь, смотрите сами. А я хочу посидеть, посмотреть, все-таки, что как дальше делать-то.
Stop there. Present your travel permits.
Какую подорожную грамоту? Подорожник тебе дать?
Gotta get to Narukami Island. It's kinda urgent.
If you don't have a travel permit, this is as far as you'll get. Those are the rules.
As expected. Traveler, you gotta think of something. How do we get out of Rito?
Так,
Are you saying we should go and meet with the Kanjo Commissioner? Guess it can't hurt to try. Even if Paimon has a few choice words to say about his subordinates. Who knows? Maybe he's our biggest fan.
что-то мне кажется, наоборот. Так, мы пошли с кем-то поболтать. Управляйте комиссию Канзи, чтобы узнать способ покинуть Рито.
Faster? Okay, faster.
Ну, конечно, все такие хитрожопые, типа... Сразу же, ну все, мы куда-то сами разберемся.
No trespassers.
Не понял.
We're here to see, the Kanjo Commissioner?
The Kanjo Commissioner seldom entertains Outlanders. Leave now or we'll be forced to...
Ah, wait.
Oh, Commissioner!
These two are honored guests from afar. No need to give them the usual spiel. Come on in. Let's see what we can do for you.
Did you get all that, mister?
My sincere apologies.
Так, мы поперлись быстренько, чтобы не затягивать слишком видос. Я хочу просто открыть в конце-то концов уже до конца всю эту Инадзуму.
I am Hiragi Shinsuke, Kanjo Commissioner and head of the Hiragi clan. It's an honor to meet you both.
Nice to meet you, sir.
Да, блять, да ёбаный сыр.
So, the reason we wanted you was because...
All right, all in good time. 2 travelers renowned far and wide have shown up to see me, and I should very much like to make their acquaintance.
И там нормально,
Let's
надо
not
там
limit
это...
this to business only.
Просто махать перед такой рукой.
So what
Совсем
you're
шиза.
saying is we really are pretty famous, huh?
Absolutely. How many other people in the world have what it takes to knock the wind out of Storm Terror's sails and put the overlord of the
Ну, я не
vortex
думаю,
back
что
under
там
the
это...
sea, eh?
Вот это Архонта Вихри мы остановили.
Paimon thinks you make an
Хотя мы
excellent point.
Чайльда отпиздили. Ну, это другой вопрос.
And I hear you also foiled a Fatui plot in Liyue Harbor. Even beat one of their harbingers in a duel. Is that true?
Ну, вот это как бы да.
Whoa, you heard about that too? Yep, it's true, all right.
As I thought.
Something wrong?
No. I'm simply awestruck by you both is all. Rito is greatly honored to have you visit us. One other thing I heard about you is your great zeal for helping other people. This makes me wonder whether you might be so kind as to render your assistance to the Conjo Commission.
Oh, sure, no problem. Whatever you need, right?
Опять время помогает.
Excellent. Well then, you must know the Qingxian. A flower grows on the mountaintops of Liyue.
Yep, we've picked a few of those before. So, you want us to go back to Liyue?
Yes, bring me 300 Qingxian, would you?
300!
Freshly picked, I mean.
Зачем так
Did Paimon hear that wrong?
Too much trouble, is it? I see. Then how about this? We have a few items that need delivering. Perhaps you can help with that?
That sounds much more like it.
709 letters to be precise.
Да, блять.
Hey, what gives? How come you don't have people to do that already?
Terribly sorry. We're just a little short on people lately.
What sort of an explanation is that?
Это кто?
Traveler, what are we going to do? Should we really help this guy?
Так, сначала надо все
That's the spirit. Don't keep me waiting too long now.
You're seriously considering taking this job? The terms are ridiculous.
Ну, по сути, да, я согласен. Это как бы пиздец какой-то. Сука, я опять затягиваю, прям очень сильно. Так, ну, конечно. Хороший вопрос.
Miss Hiragi has a letter for you. She insists that you read it immediately.
A letter? Quick, let Paimon see.
Так, прости, что не надо. Так, это письмо, надеюсь, она
She
тебе не
wants you to
разложилась.
secretly meet her at night.
Это я шучу, какая с другой стороны
Surprised at all
письмо.
by this. What's going on?
Сегодня так, итак, сегодня на небе будут тонкий серп луны. Я надеюсь, что мы встретимся по поводу слуг. Не беспокойся, найду способ. Надеюсь, ты придешь. Мы с ней пересеклись взглядами. Так, короче, я так понимаю, мы не успеем сегодня нормально это все сделать. Блять, видосы по Genshin Impact по 1,5 часа идут. Это пиздец, я, наверное, переборщил. Ну, так, встретитесь с госпожой Хираги в назначенное время. Хотя там у нас есть еще, короче, давайте минут 6-5 попробуем. Может, все-таки сделаем хоть что-нибудь, потому что, бляха-муха, ну это прям беда. Ой, я могу отслеживать эту статую Архонта-то? Или далеко, типа? Блядь, далеко, я так понимаю, да? Встретитесь с госпожой Хираги в назначенное время. Где-то там, да? А я не могу просто улететь, допустим, так, чисто на чили, на расслабоне? Просто если я могу, то в чем проблема? Вообще взяли, съебались просто, не? Нет. Нельзя. Нельзя. Без подорожных нельзя присмотреть. Так, понятно, так. Это мы поняли, ладно. Блядство. Все-таки нельзя, да? А куда мне? Где мне? 18-24:00. Время быстренько листаем. 18-24:00. 18... Смотрите, похер. Часики, тик-так, 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 тик-так. Быстрее, быстрее. Ага. И чё, как, куда? Смотрите, с хираги... Хуяги. Так, понятно, сюда куда-то. Ты где? Стой. Так, нам нужно быстренько, быстренько, быстренько.
You finally arrived. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Hiragi Chisato. This is technically the second time we have met. It's a pleasure to see you again.
Wow. She's the daughter of the Hiragi clan, all right.
Так, как ваша услуга? Так.
No need to be so formal. I've long marveled at your accomplishments, and at last we have the chance to meet.
Is that Paimon, or does something seem a bit off here?
The reason why I wanted to secretly meet you here is, well, I feared that I might never have another opportunity to discuss this with you.
И что же?
Discuss what?
I should like to ask for your help with delivering a letter.
Опять письмо.
Like father, like daughter. Couldn't you be more original?
No, you misunderstand me. Please, allow me to explain. I was hoping that you could deliver a letter to Narukami Island in my stead. It is to be given to Kujo Kamachi of the Tenryou Commission. My father has always forbidden me from communicating with him. He knows that there are prospects for my marriage that would better serve him politically. But my heart is with Kamaji. There is no one who would dare defy my father's will on Rito, but you are Outlanders. Outlanders seeking to get to Narukami Island. It would be regrettable to let such an opportunity pass.
Oh, Paimon gets the whole picture now.
Of course, in doing so, I will also do everything in my power to help you leave Rito.
Ну, звучит
But
неплохо.
to be perfectly honest, as long as you remain in Inazuma, my father will have no intention of letting you leave Rito.
Yeah, we figured as much. It was pretty obvious he was just trying to hold us up here.
I secretly overheard a conversation between my father and a very arrogant-sounding woman just a few days ago. They seemed to be discussing how to keep you here on Rito. In fact, it was the first time I had ever heard my father speak so respectfully to someone who wasn't the shogun.
Так.
We don't have much time. I'll tell you my plans to help you off the island. It just so happens that a shipment of goods is... Very well. I'll be waiting for you at the border. I'm counting on you to deliver my letter.
Так, быстренько, быстренько, быстренько побежали. Письмо отправлять. Может, все-таки она нам успеет сказать, как это выбраться отсюда. Но я хочу уже побольше тут это разузнать всего, посмотреть, сам побегать, потом, блять, без всего этого. Ну ё-моё, ёкала-мала. Ну что делать?
These goods are being sent to Watatsumi Island?
My lady, this is an unexpected honor. You are correct. These goods have been repeatedly requested by the Kanjo Commissioner. We must be certain that they reach Watatsumi Island intact.
Is there something wrong, Lady Hiragi?
No, as you were. My father simply has some concerns of the shipment's safety, and has ordered that myself and an additional qualified escort be dispatched to ensure safe transport of the goods.
My lady, you aren't suggesting that you intend to escort this shipment personally, are you? There's certainly no need for you to trouble yourself with such a matter. And as for this qualified escort...
Please, do not cause us any further delay. If memory serves me right, my father has already asserted that this shipment must arrive on time. I'm certain punishment will be duly dispensed if it fails to do so.
Yes, of course, my lady. It's just that, well, we don't know who this...
Now, need I remind you of the penalty if anything were to happen to me en route? I'm sure you are all quite familiar with my father's temperament. Do you really presume that you can fully guarantee my safety on your own?
Boy, Chisato can talk the talk. They don't stand a chance.
Yes, my lady. Very well then. It's an honor to have you accompanying us. Your safety is our highest priority.
Shinojo, you can't really be agreeing to this.
Well, the request is from Lady Hiragi herself. It is our duty to serve her in the utmost capacity.
Yes, but that's not the problem here.
Well then, if we're through here, I suggest we set off at once. Dawdling will only allow potential thieves more time to prepare now.
Yes, my lady. You heard her. There's no time to lose.
Так, ну ладно, и чё, мы куда отправляемся-то? Все, мы можем идти? Побег с острова Рита. 4, блять, минуты. А, и нам его как-то дефать надо? Или чё?
My lady, please stay back. We'll handle it.
Not as well as we'll handle it.
Ёб твою мать. Пацаны, вы тут что забыли?
Incoming. With sword comes shadow. Stand clear. Life goes on.
Боба, давай.
Animal test 6308. Don't blink.
I got careless.
Nowhere to hide. Out of the frying pan, into the fire. Don't break my glasses.
I got careless.
Так, пошли быстренько дальше. Ёб твою мать, мужики, вы тут что забыли?
Monster sighted. Prepare to counterattack. Protect Lady Hiragi at all costs.
We'll take care of this. Stay with Chisato. Things simulation. Scuba, get them.
Go.
Кто пиздит, блядь, заебал.
Cut to the chase.
Ой, какой же, блядь, сука. Сколько видос получится? 1,5 часа, да, с лишним? Даже больше? Ну ладно, похер уже. Поехали дальше. Или чурлы, вы что тут забыли? Чертилы. Как вы сюда приперлись? Тут все, блядь, хиличурлы, херочурлы, дебилы. Кого только тут нету. Это пиздец. Ебать замес. Тут уже сёгуны как-то приперлись, охуеть. Я надеюсь, все я не зря делаю сейчас. Я надеюсь, что после этого мне скажут, типа, ладно, гуляй. Ну, по крайней мере, хотя бы по нескольким локациям. Еба, у тебя какой дружище. Да не у тебя, у тебя. А, все равно похер. А, еще. Стоп, что тут? Чего? А! Ладно, не понял юмора, но окей.
We can take refuge in the village up ahead. How are you faring, my lady?
Ага. Так, окей.
I'm perfectly all right. You may stop here. The road to Narukami Island is just over there. In my letter, I've requested Kamaji to grant you a special travel permit from the Tenryou Commission. Consider it a token of my appreciation.
Так, окей, спасибо.
My lady.
So that's how it is. I had a feeling something was amiss, but Shinojo, you...
No, Lady Hiragi would never hide anything from us, I'm sure of it. But who is this Kamaji you speak of, my lady?
Это КамАЗ.
I'm not afraid to say that
Не знаю, какой КамАЗ,
he's
но
the
КамАЗ.
one I love.
The one you love?
Shinojo, did you honestly think that...
What? No, I was just Clarifying, that's all. I would never in my wildest dreams,
You two needn't worry. Please, forget that this ever happened. If my father catches word of it, I alone will be held accountable.
Yes, of course. As you wish, my lady.
But what will happen if your actions here are discovered, Chisato?
Don't fret. My father has always been one to spoil me. The worst he'd do is sentence me to half a day without food, or something to that effect.
Ну ладно.
Paimon never suspected a guy like him could have a soft side.
I wish you a safe journey. I'm sure we will meet again.
Bye, Chisato!
Come now. Quit your staring and let's get moving. We've got goods to shift.
All right.
Мужик, ты чего? Окей, ну получается вот как-то так вот. Мы, видимо, по фулу подносите печатели что-то какой-то сакури. Ёб твою мать, активирована точка телепортации. Охуеть. Да, это, блядь, радует. Ну, наконец-таки. Около какого-то дома. Ну, дом это потом, это попозже. Это все, конечно, прекрасно, это все, конечно, хорошо, но это потом. Мы и так затянули очень сильно. В общем, такая вот сюжетка, такая вот эта херня. Мы наконец-таки Инадзуму открыли. Блять, я затянул на 1,5 часа, но, по-моему, это того стоило, потому что, как минимум, теперь мы можем спокойно тут шляться. Иначе, в том бы городе я там, в том участке города, не знаю, как это все назвать, ни хера бы я особо не сделал бы, поэтому как-то так. Ладно, давайте на этом тогда заканчивать. В общем-то, все. Всем спасибо за просмотр. С вами был Антосик. До следующего видоса. И всем пока.
Come on.